Hey guys, Josh here from the Hampshire Business Show, which is taking place on Thursday the 15th of October at the Ageas Stadium in Southampton. I'm joined by Andrew MackAskill. He's one of our seminar speakers. Oh, pleasure to have you, Andrew, always. He's one of our seminar speakers at the Hampshire Business Show in October. And Andrew's been kind enough to come downstairs to talk about Career Jump and Collabs, which another company is advising as well. He's talked to us about his talk, what he does, and some of the brilliant things you're doing for people at the minute, Andrew, in the community. So, Andrew, before we get into it, can you tell people, can we tell the visitors of the show, where did it all start for you? Sort of how have we got to this point where what you're doing now?
Yeah, sure. So thanks for having me on and for the opportunity to
Andrew,
talk at the show.
Pleasure.
I've heard some really good things about the show. It's going to be my first year there, so I'm really looking forward to it. Background-wise, I initially trained as an accountant because that's what my mum wanted me to do. Yeah, my mum wanted me to be an accountant, so I went off and did that. Decided after 4 years I should probably do what I wanted to do instead. Didn't know what that was, so ended up into recruitment. And 15 years in recruitment and executive search took me out to Australia. The last recruitment role I did was running a business called EO, which was about 85 people, and we did exec search. So did all of that, but whilst I was doing the recruitment work, I spotted these leaders who were out of work who were really struggling. So on the side, about 18 months ago, I started doing some career coaching and set up an online course and a whole bunch of stuff to help people clear the fog and attract in their new opportunities. And that just blew up on me, really. And over time, 3 months ago, I went all in on that. We've now launched apps. We've got over 30 subscribers. I've helped over 100 people on the coaching basis find out what they want and go to market to get it.
Amazing.
So that's the core thing we're doing at the moment. The other thing you mentioned, and thanks for doing so, is the Collabs piece. So Collabs is a South-based startup, so local to this area as well, really well funded, and they want to help SMEs punch above their weight in the recruitment market. So we're going in and helping that side of the hiring equation, as well as me helping the other side, which is the candidate piece.
Well, and just a quick one on the whole career jump side. You touched on coaching. What kind of elements are you coaching on specifically?
So mindset's a really big thing.
Really?
Yeah. When you've been used to being in a senior role and you find yourself on the market, it's a difficult thing to deal with, particularly if you've been blindsided or there's some challenges. So mindset's a big thing. But also LinkedIn optimization, how to build personal brands, and interview narrative, how you tell your story, how you influence the person in front of you to build trust so they want to hire you, all that stuff. Yeah,
because I see quite a lot on your posts on LinkedIn, you talk about some of the, I suppose, the more negative things that happen in the industry in terms of in the interview process, all that kind of stuff. So do you coach against sort of how to deal with that kind of stuff?
Absolutely, yeah. So we equip people how to blow up the bomb of the biggest thing that they're worried about when they walk into the interview, how to close it, how to manage feedback, how to manage the offer, the whole kind of end-to-end piece, because it's really nuanced, right? And there's a lot of bad practice, which I spend a lot of time harping on about
bringing it to the surface.
LinkedIn. Exactly.
No, it's great. And what we're really excited for at the show is in your talk, it's called squad management, right?
Yeah.
And it's about how companies hire, retain, and look after their top staff. So can you give us a bit of an insight in terms of into what that talk might look like at the show?
No, I'd love to. Yeah. So squad management is very much about trying to give the people that attend the show a huge competitive advantage in how they attract and retain talent. Because what I've seen, particularly working with some of the fast growth software businesses, is there's certain things you can do to attract more people in and get them to stick with you. And Hampshire is such a tight market. Like we've got one big challenge here, which is that we've got the coast. So if you were to draw a circle, half of what would be our pool of talent that we could dive into doesn't exist, right? Because it's just water. So we've got the biggest talent pinch point in the country in terms of the amount of demand there is for talent and the lack of talent that's available to us geographically. You've also got the London market that's poaching from the local market, a whole bunch of stuff happening. So what I'm going to give to everybody that comes along to that show on that day is a blueprint that they can implement for free. So none of it, it's not about loads of flashy tech solutions or anything like that. It's 3 or 4 practical tips on how to find better people, and then 3 or 4 practical tips on how to keep better people that they can all start implementing from the day that they leave the show.
That's amazing. Guys, Andrew MackAskill will be speaking at the Hampshire Business Show. Timings are to be confirmed, but register for your free ticket. Head straight to hampshirebusinessshow.com. This is a talk you do not want to miss. And Andrew, thank you once again for accepting the speaking slot.
Thanks.
And guys, look, we'll see you in October at the show.
Look forward to meeting you.